Hiya Puddins, Amanda Cowell here. You can find me at mandacowell.com on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram, and doing all of my cosplay fun. Normally I'm Harley Quinn, but many times I'm Raven, McGann, and many other characters from video games, anime, and, of course, comic books. When I'm not doing my cosplay awesomeness, I'm listening to the wonderful podcast of Mr. J and the rest of the droids at Droid Canada Podcast. You should check it out. Bye!
Harley?
Oh, hi, Puddin'.
Harley?
No, I was just... Puddin'?
Oh, you clever little minx! How did you escape from Arkham?
Sweetie.
Dad, guess what?
What?
Steven and a bunch of his friends are having a sleepover. I really want to go.
I'm not sure it's right for a 19-year-old to be staying over in her boyfriend's house.
She knows what she's doing. She's not a little kid anymore.
Steven, make love to me. Take me.
It's not that I don't want to, it's just... Your father, he scares me.
Don't worry about him. It's just us. Hello?
Listen to me very carefully. Your virginity is about to be taken.
Oh my God, Dad!
You talk to your father.
No!
Mr. Mills, I just want to tell you how much I respect your daughter and that I'd never do anything...
You're not wearing a condom. I don't know who you are or what you want, but if you think you can impregnate my daughter and live off my family, you're mistaken, because I don't have money. But what I do have is a very particular set of skills. Skills that I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. Now you can leave my daughter go, and that'll be the end of it. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you. Where is she? As a matter of fact, I'm coming over to kill you right now.
I hate you, Dad! I can't stand him, Mom. He's crazy.
Your father loves you. Maybe you two should meet and talk about it.
Hello?
Your parking spot is about to be taken.
What? Who is this?
I was born with a very special set of skills.
What an asshole!
Sorry I'm late. Parking was a nightmare.
Dad, we need to talk. You're out of control. I know we went through some stuff, but that was in the past. You have to let it go.
Are you going to drink that?
You've become a bully.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Your drink is about to be taken.
This is what I'm talking about.
Hey, support Armenian Pride Day!
I hate Armenians.
Dad! Why did you do that?
It was Armenians that tried to kill you and your mother.
They were Albanians.
Hey, you got something against Albanians?
Yes.
What are you doing?
What I do best.
Taken 3. Back to normal. Coming soon.
What the fuck?
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye.
No, seriously, I actually did legitimately rickroll myself by watching the wrong trailer, and I thought you should experience it. Without further ado, for your listening pleasure, the real Taken 3. Giggity!
Hey.
Lenny. Good to see you.
You too. Kim's doing okay?
Yeah, seems like the usual, Kim.
Lenny!
Lenny?
Sir, back away now!
I didn't do this.
Put your hands up, now!
Wanted for murder. Suspect's name, Brian Mills.
21, he joins the Army. At 23, he joins the Special Forces. He's a trained sniper. An explosives expert. No service record, no discharge record, nothing. This guy right here, he knows how to disappear.
Listen carefully, Kim. Something terrible's happened to your mom.
Dad, what's going on?
Don't trust anyone.
Fold down your hands.
There are things I've done in my life, and I was always ready to face the consequences, to protect my family. What do you know?
What I know is soon everyone you love will be dead.
What's your first priority here, Inspector?
My job is to bring you in.
My first priority is to protect the only one I have left.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to finish this.
If you go down this road, the LAPD, the FBI, the CIA, they're all gonna come for you. They'll find you, and they'll stop you.
Good luck.
And that was Taken 3. The trailer just came out today. What a way to start the news of episode 121 of Droids Canada, your favorite host. Well, is there ever anyone else who does the news podcast around here? No, so it's me. That's right, Mr. J. Follow us on Droids Canada, whether it's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, G+, Twitch. Something else I can't think of. YouTube, maybe? Could be. We start off this week's episode with, like I stated, Taken 3. Looks fantastic. No one's taken, though. Someone's killed. Either way, Schindler's pissed, and we get another sequel of trilogy now of the Taken franchise that should never have been a trilogy. The first movie was fantastic, the second movie was fantastic, but this is just an unlikely storyline to get a trilogy out of, but yet Liam Neeson pulls through the clutches and does it again. Awesome. I'm literally speechless right now because of how awesome this news is. We have a lot of other news to go through, so let's get going.
This is Sparta!
Incoming mini rant! That's right. This week, Cosplay is Not Consent has now put out a new photo. Create signs for the New York Comic Con's new anti-harassment policy. As much as I'm in for this, I think the thing we're getting away from is that I don't think as much it is cosplayers. I think they just use it as an excuse more than anything to possibly grab the Babylons, per se, on a cosplayer. Now, if I was a cosplayer, which I'm sure highly no one will grab my junk, but let's do a little bit of a scenario that someone did grab said junk. You know, besides getting a throat punch, I would probably notify someone of this. And we stand by this. We had a podcast, God only knows how long ago, about how cosplay is not consent, and we do not agree with the fact that people are being ignorant to other people's rights, and we stand by that. But I think the part that really annoys me is that this is a standing agenda item for these type of events. I mean, it's common sense, people. I'm really confused how this is beyond common sense in that we need to have anti-harassment laws. They are. It's called the law?
Fuck you!
And Fantastic Four continues on its rumor mill. There's a couple pictures that's recently been leaked. Say that. I'm saying leaked. Way better! Am I going to cut that out? No, because I'm just going to know you for that 10 seconds. Make that 13 now because I'm continuing it. But they have leaked photos of what Thing looks like and what the possible Doctor Doom looks like. I thought Doctor Doom's a girl. I thought they were changing that. Who knows? It's hard to keep up with Hollywood these days. They keep fucking up shit. But it's now confirmed that the Kate Mara, who is white, is now being adopted into the Storm family that is black, I think. I don't know. There's so much. I'm trying to understand. All I know is that the Fantastic Four will not be wearing costumes. Okay. And they won't look at the powers of being disabilities. Okay, I get that part. But they do have a lot of things on their plate. They have a pile of movies coming out. You already got an Avengers film that's coming out. You also have another Terminator and now Jurassic World, which is coming back after such an absence from the last Jurassic Park. So, makes things interesting. And they don't even have suits.
And you don't even need optic blasts!
Quick information before it's taken down, so if you're listening to this, you better look it up. If you have not seen the Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, I just like Batman vs. Superman or The Dark Knight or Man of Steel. Man of Steel 3, Batman Kicks My Ass. Anyway, it's back on YouTube, and you have a little bit of time before they catch up to it and take it back down. So if you haven't seen it, go now.
Next time, maybe you should let Nero do your fighting, Skippy. Yeah.
It appears Netflix has now announced their first official movie will be the sequel to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Green Legend. This reeks of awesomeness. Well, I actually felt like standing up and clapping because Netflix has become such a dominant company that it's hilarious that it's spurned off of a blockbuster late fee to a massive empire that bankrupted fucking Blockbuster, and now he's making movies? I'd clap, but I'd drop the microphones. Hold on. There, I clapped on the microphone. Good, stand and clap with me. Have the clap!
I just beat Mag freaking Nito! Where yo curly mustache at?
You know, I'm never going to drop this. I'm going to stand by what I said. As long as Affleck plays Frank Miller's Dark Knight and the script is heavily influenced by this Batman, it will do well. And Ben Affleck was recently quoted that the entire movie is about 90% influenced by Frank Miller's Batman. How much win is that?
I get the cover of the next Street Fighter for this, right, Capcom? Right?
Have you been keeping up with S.H.I.E.L.D.? Because now Agent Carter's in the fold, whether or not we haven't decided how it's going to come across, but they've also officially announced that Dominic Cooper, who reprised his role as Howard Stark, that's right, the father of Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., from the Captain America franchise, is now going to have a role as well in Agent Carter the show, which I'm still scratching my head on and how the hell that's going to work too, but too many questions, too many things going on. And after the season premiere, I'm pretty much my suspicions are confirmed. S.H.I.E.L.D. still sucks.
Let's see what's behind door number 1.
So Jeff Goldblum is finally back in the spotlight, but in the worst kind of way, I honestly tell you, because I'm pretty much contemplating cutting myself. Jeff Goldblum makes a commercial about enhancing your lighting for GE light bulbs, which is very interesting, because it breaks everything down to what we call, in my industry, reduced to ridiculousness, because this entire trailer was fucking ridiculous, and I don't even understand the concept of it. He was even playing a piano in a hot tub, explaining about how he's going to reduce, your energy costs with a light bulb. Wow. Maybe you should just stick around for another Jurassic Park. I'm not judging or anything, but when you're making a fucking light bulb commercial in a hot tub playing a piano in some leopard shorts, you're pretty much done at this point.
Don't make me do this, please. Why the long face? She always looks so surprised to see us.
So Dead Rising is getting the green light, and it's gonna be a movie. Now, before you get your panties all in a bunch, Jesse Metcalf from John Tucker Must Die, This Runs with Dallas, Megan Ori from Once Upon a Time Intelligence, Virginia Madsen from Sideways, Candyman, the number 23. Really? Candyman? Dennis Haysbert from 24 of the Unit, and Keegan Connor Tracy from Bates Motel, Once Upon a Time, and Battlestar Galactica all star in Dead Rising. Now, I think the franchise actually brings a lot new energy. Basically, some quotes from the director. It will stand out. Finally, what we live in Dead Rising is the city locked down, but the rest of the world is fine. Families are watching the zombie apocalypse on TV while eating dinner like it's the Super Bowl. You know, I can't wait till this fad ends. As much as I love zombies, and I've loved zombies well before they became a huge craze back in the heyday, I tell you, it's kind of frustrating that everything's go-to play is to make a zombie show. You got The Walking Dead, you have all the video games, now you got this really horrible show, Z Nation, which you had a horrible show before that called Zombieland. Not the movie, the show. There's a massive difference. There's a couple of BBC shows. Like, listen, the zombie train is going to come to an end eventually. But really, Dead Rising, it wasn't that great of a franchise. Dead Island would be better. Running zombies. 28 days later. Dead Island. Terrifying shit.
If this game had a shame meter, it'd be full right now.
You know what's frustrating is when you want to play a video game and the servers were brought down by a group called the Lizard Squad. Shut down the COD Ghosts and Destiny servers. They posted on their Twitter page that they're responsible for attacks, however, there's no real reason why. Just because? I remember the infamous PlayStation shutdown a couple of years ago, but that was to prove a point. This is just because. But this goes to prove my point, is that we're becoming very dependent on online video game play. And it's kind of frustrating because I'm a huge fan who likes offline play. So this wouldn't have bothered me that much. But I can imagine all the 5-year-old kids that couldn't log into Call of Duty to call someone a bitch that day. That must have been really frustrating. And for that, I feel your pain. So the video game giant Blizzard has finally relaxed, calmed down. Craziness, I tell you. Blizzard has confirmed that they are canceling their long-awaited, but we didn't really talk about it, codename Project Titan. Now, there's a lot of bad press with Blizzard right now that they were going to go ahead and try and make this video game another MMO when they still haven't even figured out a strategy to bring back their millions of fans back to Warcraft. Mind you, Warcraft's still doing very well. I might be in retirement, and so maybe the Mountain Man. We've decided, and also Raknash, and the only active player that we really have on the page right now is the Kerplunk, and he hasn't really been that active as of late, so... I mean, Warcraft for us has just kind of gotten pretty bored. It's the same shit, different style, and just not to get too off track, but Panda kind of did it in for me, so... It was just a horrible expansion. But back to that, they recorded and saying we had created World of Warcraft and we felt very confident that we knew how to make MMOs. However, so we set out to make the most ambitious thing that you can possibly imagine, and it didn't come together. We didn't find the fun, we didn't find the passion, we talked about whether to put a reevaluation period, and actually what we reevaluate is that it's time to let it go. And what they should do is go back and think about a way to make a good expansion, I guess. Because the... it's kind of hard to say. Make a good expansion, draw people back. Like, I mean, I haven't played a good expansion since Cat, and that just shook the world up. And then you came back to Pan. It was like, meh. I didn't really care for BC, but I did really enjoy Wrath of the Lich King. I think most people did. So, Blizzard's been looking into a lot of things. They built, Hearthstone, and now they're working on Heroes of the Storm and stuff to that effect, but... It's good. It's good that they took a back seat to this because I honestly don't think it was a good idea. And with that said, that's the news. Episode 121 is done. Not bad, don't you think? Covered a lot. And had some really weird beginnings with Taken. So with that said, we'll be back this week. I'm sure we got a couple podcasts. I'm sure I'll get together with someone to talk about the latest episode of Gotham. We also have S.H.I.E.L.D. coming up tonight. We also have Sons of Anarchy. Walking Dead is only 2 weeks away, people. So, let's get ready for it. And with that said, enjoy your chimichanga.